you the one person who could play Victor Von Doom.
Robert Downey Jr. is our freaking Doctor Doom for Avengers 5 and I assume 6. They also dropped that Anthony and Joe Russo. You can see them on stage right here. Anthony and Joe Russo are standing with Robert Downey Jr. You got some Doom masks behind them. They're directing the Avengers. Doomsday is the title. They're directing, I believe it said that they were directing Avengers Secret Wars. I literally raced home to do, we got video footage here. Hall H right now. I can't even imagine what that would be like. I literally can't hear anything. I literally can't hear anything because I don't have my headphones plugged in. Oh yeah, they're going nuts. They are going nuts. That's insane. That is insane. That is insane. Look, if you're going to do multiverse, if you're going to double down on multiverse, when we've been saying, you know, multiverse isn't really working, the rules aren't exactly established, we don't know what multiverse is doing, stop multiverse Marvel, stop multiverse Marvel. If you want to continue with multiverse, this is the way that you continue with multiverse. I don't think that you could get any bigger than this news right here. We've got people also freaking out in the chat. I'm sure you guys are processing this information same as me. The Russo brothers, guys, they're back. The Russo brothers are indeed directing Avengers 5 and Avengers Secret Wars, and they did in fact reveal that Avengers 5 is going to be, where is it here? Avengers Doomsday. Avengers Doomsday. So it's safe to assume totally over Kang. We're done with Kang. It's not happening anymore. And you know what? If you're gonna swap out anyone for Kang, Doctor Doom is a good one to do. So they've confirmed Secret Wars is gonna be May 2027, and then this is where the internet continues to go freaking nuts because they've confirmed, guys, Robert Downey Jr. will star as Doctor Doom in Avengers Doomsday. Robert Downey Jr. was on stage. New mask, same task. Interesting. New mask, same task. There's definitely going to be some speculation about all that. The reveal is here. It is. I wish I was in Hall H, man. I couldn't even imagine. Oh, that energy. I doubt that energy on this video even captures 10% of what those people were truly feeling during this moment. I'm beside myself at this news. He's coming back. Robert Downey Jr. is coming back. There we go. Avengers Doomsday is May 2026, and then May 2027 is Secret Wars. So they want to do that year thing like they did with Infinity War and Endgame. They're tackling that again. Pretty ambitious to do, if you ask me, but they are going for it. I can't believe this. So let's talk a little bit about this. Let's talk a little bit about what this possibly means, because this is quite a, I would say, unprecedented move in Marvel in particular. Iron Man, you know, the hero that started it all, Robert Downey Jr. gave up the suit. He retired at the end of Endgame, and so we thought, for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Went on to do Oppenheimer and won an Academy Award. And I thought that would be the end of it. I thought that now that he has an Academy Award, now that he's done this big drama film with Christopher Nolan and won his Academy Award, I thought that Robert Downey Jr. would want to go for more roles like that. And I mean, this was rumored a couple days ago that Robert Downey Jr. was being eyed at to be Doctor Doom, and I thought that they were nuts. I thought that they were crazy for even thinking up that rumor. I thought there was no possible way that Robert Downey Jr. was going to come back to the MCU, not to reprise his beloved role as Iron Man, but to do Doctor Doom. Plus, we have to acknowledge that this is going to drastically change up the comic origins of Doctor Doom, or at least the Doctor Doom we've known in many comic iterations. Is this a little bit of a gimmick? I think the answer to that is a yes. I do think this is a little bit of a gimmick because they've been talking about it for a while. Robert Downey Jr. might come back. We might bring back Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. And I was always saying, I don't want to see that. Let Iron Man rest. Going backwards is not the way to go forwards. You're just trying to grab cheap nostalgia by bringing back Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man when he had such a perfect ending. So I was against Iron Man. I was against Robert Downey Jr. coming back to the MCU in that way. This, however, this is fascinating to me because, yes, this brings back Robert Downey Jr. This brings back not just a familiar face to the MCU. This brings back the most beloved face to the MCU. But you're not doing the easy route of just an Iron Man variant or being another Iron Man. You are switching the roles, and he is the big bad of the Avengers films. There is so much that they have to play with this idea if they execute it to its fullest. Because, you know, when you look at Tony Stark in Iron Man, if you take out his journey in the cave, what does he become? Because he's not the greatest guy to begin with when we first meet him in Iron Man. Obviously, this is going to be alternate universe Tony Stark. If he even is still Tony Stark, is he going to be Tony Stark? Is it going to be Tony Stark as Dr. Doom? Or will he be Victor Von Doom just with Robert Downey Jr. playing the role? Is that going to confuse audiences? Is my question. Is that going to be too much? Is that going to turn the audience as opposed to bring them back like Marvel may be trying to do with Robert Downey Jr.? Are people going to accept their beloved hero Iron Man? Are they going to accept this guy as the villain against this new team of Avengers? And maybe Thor's still in there. Maybe you have some OGs. Hawkeye might show up. Maybe you get some really heartbreaking reactions to the reveal that Tony Stark is the big bad that these Avengers are fighting. There is also another layer that's kind of interesting to this. If you're going to have the beloved hero, kind of the original, the classic Marvel, so to speak, going up against the new Marvel, there's something kind of meta there, in my opinion, if you ask me. Well, thank you very much for checking out this clip from our live show that we do every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time called Zach Milne Talks Live. If you like talking movies, if you like talking movie news, why don't you consider hitting that subscribe button before you leave? We do that on this channel all the time. But if you still need some time before you fully commit, you can check out the full video this clip is from right here, and you can check out another video over here. The subscribe button's right here.